Full-back from Canberra, just getting a feel from the ball. And dare I ask Peter, a Yorkshireman, to give a fancy here?
Well, I wouldn't like to pick a winner, but I think it'll be a very tight game. Both sides can play football, and I think we'll find that Castle will be kicking the ball downfield with this very, very strong wind in the early stages, Ray.
Ettingshausen. Usually been this number 2, a centre at home in Australian Cronulla, but playing on the wing here. Brian Smith already saying, I want you back 5 yards, offside. And I think Mr. Simpson will be looking to keep these two sides well apart. He'll be looking for some good open rugby. Lee Crooks. Nice to see this man back in harness again. Had tremendous problems with his shoulder. Lyons to Medley. Very powerful runner, very fast lad. Heron. These Castleford lads look geared up, Peter.
A much improved side in the tackling state. Castleford didn't always tackle as hard as other teams, but they have done this year, Ray.
Oh, that's a well-judged kick. Perfect kick there from Lee Crooks. Well, they say prop forwards can't think, but this lad is a thinker. Spotted that Castleford had come up very, very quickly, sliced the ball through and gained 40 yards. No, referee not happy with that. Castleford last won this trophy 12 years ago. Foot up. Well, I wouldn't think hooker of Kevin Beardmore's standing would need to have foot up, but that's how it goes. Gary Schofield picked up an interception against Cass in the Yorkshire Cup final. He'll be looking for more. Ashton dictating the terms to Crooks. Oh, that's a good drive by Maskell. It's significant, Peter, that more people are going from matching half-back this year now that there's only one marker, isn't it?
That's right. There's a little bit more room, and it pays off sometimes to pick the ball up and go very quickly.
Hugh Woodell. Ashton again. No, I don't think really Gary Spencer was really expecting that ball. The sixth tackle coming up. It's worth an attempted drop, but no, it's not there. Cliff Lyons, well worth the attempt, but crowded out. Good defence there from Castleford. Coming up very, very quick. Cut down his options. Good run there from Spencer. Ettingshausen, significant how many times this lad, the wingman, comes in off the wing just to relieve his forwards, just takes an acting half-back position. Ashton to Heron. He's seen the gap, he's found it, but he's got no support. Where is it from Leeds? It's there from Schofield to Lyons. Has he got the pace? Yes, he has. Superb opening try. For a minute, I didn't think that David Heron had the support. But as we said earlier, along came Gary Schofield, continued the movement, and that's where the halfback should be, in the middle of the play when the ball comes back. Good try. 4 points to 0 for Leeds. It's a good one. No trouble. 2 points all. Leeds 6, Castleford 0.
Now here's a brilliant move by David Heron, who straightened up from a passing movement went straight through the middle of the Castleford ranks, comes to the full-back, beats another man there, and he's now looking for someone. And it doesn't seem as though there's anyone there. Then up comes Gary Schofield. Schofield's being chased inside with Cliff Lyons and opportunist, and straight to the post with no Castleford man in sight. A wonderful sight for Headingley.
Joyner. That's a good tackle from Stevenson. Spotted the man coming in, and I think he's done some damage there to Anderson's right shoulder. I don't think Grant Anderson was ready for that ball then. He was still rubbing his shoulder. Sixth tackle coming up. Bob Beardmore. A nice chip. Oh, it's dangerous. Gibson's there. And so is the Castleford man. Gary Belcher, I think. A slip there by Carl Gibson. Gibson went up for the ball, but he's only a small man. He hasn't really got the height. And Belcher did.
On the sixth tackle this, and Robert Beardmore, a perfect kick over the line, and all Gibson do is catch it. Does he do? No. And Belcher on the inside scores a brilliant try for Castleford.
Ketteridge to kick. It's an awkward one. And it's there. No problems at all. Well struck, well kicked. 6 points each. Ashton. Making significant ground once again from the acting half-back position. Crooks. Oh, that's a good dummy from Crooks. He's got Schofield outside him. He's got Medley. Oh, well, was he tripped? I think he was. Yes. Whether deliberate or accidental, it's, I think, stopped a certain try, although I think Schofield should have kept outside. He had Ettington outside him.
A brilliant burst here by Lee Crooks, puts Leeds on the attack again. There he goes to Schofield, and you might think he's going to go away, but look as he steadies here, shows the dummy, and then we see that Robert Beardmore puts out that foot. A deliberate chip, normally that would have been a sending off offence. They'll certainly have his name taken. Extremely lucky there to survive, Ray.
Well, that's better, that's well judged. Heron to Gibson. Oh, good run by Gibson. He's got half the length of the field to go. He's got Grant Anderson chasing in, but he's making little impression. It's a try. Leeds back in the lead again. 10 points to 6.
David Heron picks up a loose ball, flips it inside to Gibson, who looks well covered. He's coming to sight above his right foot, and in goes Plange. Plange is shoved on the floor, and this is Gibson going 70, 80 yards, and there's no one can catch Gibson, who slows down to score one of the most easy tries that Leeds will ever score.
Another attempt for David Stevenson. And I think in that discussion, Peter, behind the post, I think one or two questions will be asked of David Plange going round the chest rather than the legs for that tackle.
I think so, because he was pushed off easily by Gibson, and he's certainly got the pace to outstrip anybody else on the field.
So 32 minutes gone, and David Stevenson looking to increase this 4-point lead. He does. 2 more points, 12 points to 6 for Leeds. Just a minute to go. Leeds in the lead, 12 points to 6. I think the pace of the game, Morris, can be seen. We've had both sides actually drop the ball 11 times, unusual for rugby league.
Well, I think it's because they are trying to play and move the ball and get the ball away quick out of the ruck to clear these defences, Ray.
Powell. Of course, it's the sides that take the risks, put the risky passes in that very often get the spectacular tries, and both these two sides capable of that. Back to Belcher. Plange. Very powerful lad, 13 stone, likes to come in off his right foot, come inside, get the defence on the wrong foot. Lee Crook's doing a lot of tackling for Leeds, Peter.
He is, and so is David Heron. Both men involved there in that tackle on Ketridge.
Joyner, Beardmore, forward pass. Just a moment's hesitation there from John Joyner, number 13. Recurring dislocated shoulder for the past 15 months, but he's now justifying the £150,000 price tag. And I think he's got something to prove to Castleford prop Kevin Ward that I'm coming back for international recognition. Any change of tactics this half, do you think, Peter?
Well, certainly Leeds will be doing some kicking, Ray, and I think they'll do it better than Castleford did in the first half.
Leeds still using these very long passes out to Paul Medley there. If they can launch the number 12 there, Paul Medley, very, very effective, but if someone latches onto one of those interceptions, could be a disaster. And as Peter Fox said, Lions kicking the ball very, very deep. Well picked up, though, by Gary Belcher. Horrell. A very elusive character, but really he should have been running onto that ball. Kevin Ward noticed the huge bandage there on his left hand, on his left leg. We understand that he's got a dead leg there, and the doctors told him to try it out for 10 minutes, try to run it off. But of course, Peter, Castleford need a very effective Ward, don't they?
They do, and Kevin wasn't so effective in the first half. They'll miss him greatly.
Belcher, that's a good dummy. And that's a better pass to Horrell. It's a chase, Spencer and Horrell. Well recovered there by Spencer. That was panic stations. But he read the bounce well, and just look who's back there. Hugh Waddell, that's superb forward play, and he gets the pass away to Medley. Wonderful counter-attack there from Leeds. Medley again. Coach Mulreany's been using this lad, number 12, as a sort of super sub, coming on after an hour, but brought him on at the beginning and proving very effective. Keith England just shrugs Ray Ashton off there. Ward. Oh, that's a good pass to Bob Beardmore. Tried to disguise the knock on there, Giles Boothroyd, but it was a knock on. Didn't fool Mr. Simpson.
And here's Bob Beardmore just making a break and cutting up the Leeds defence, but I think he passed a shade too quickly, and Boothroyd was well covered.
Penalty. To Castleford. Pressure now on the Leeds. Leeds, of course, 6 points in the lead, 12 points to 6. Castleford desperate to get back in the game. Horrell. 5 yards from the Leeds line. 5 tackles to go. Bob Beardmore to brother Kevin, to Ward. Looks to be having problems with that left leg. Joyner. Playing the blind side, Beardmore again. These two Beardmore brothers, 7 and 9, Bob and Kevin, right at the heart of things, directing operations. Joyner to Gibbs. having a very quiet game, this lad Ron Gibbs from Australia.
Yes, he's not his usual self, or he's keeping out of play quite a bit.
Beardmore again. Too far, a little bit too deep. A shallower kick needed. Waddell, every time the hard graft is needed, every time it's near the Leeds line, this lad, he comes away with the ball, doesn't he?
He's a player to have in your side. He's a very good all-action player at all times, is Waddell.
Lyons. Oh, good coming from Lyons. And that's a good ball to Schofield, with that's well-read tackle. I think Kevin Beardmore just having a word with him. Teammates on tour down under this summer with the Great Britain side. Good kick. Excellent kick. Well judged. Lee Crooks, the Leeds captain, driving them on, urging them on. And Leeds making very good use of this following wind. That cut eye to Kevin Beardmore, giving him trouble. Ball straight out. Must, in theory, come behind the feet of the second row, yet practically how many times do we see it? Well, we saw it there. Ketteridge. "34 sides in this John Player Special Trophy competition, plus the two amateur sides, Wigan St Patrick's and Elland. Already had the preliminary round. Castleford beating Workington at Workington by 28 points to 2. Belcher keeping the ball very low because, of course, the strong wind against him. Castleford playing for position, Peter.
Yes, and they can afford to kick to Spencer, because if Spencer has a slight failing, it's in actual pace. It just lacks a yard or two to get away clearly.
Crooks. That's a good ball to Maskell. Well, he's got Schofield coming up alongside him. Good tackle. Excellent tackle from Gary Belcher, but there's the danger man again, Schofield. Whenever there's a break, he's there. Lyons to Powell. Straightens up. Very well done. And suddenly Leeds spring to life. Once again, the packs look to be labouring a little bit. Cliff Lyons. Play on, says referee Simpson. And I think he's right. I think it was a dive. Horrow. Good battle between the Australian for Leeds number 2, Andrew Ettingshausen, and the New Zealander number 5 for Castleford, Shane Horrow. Ketteridge. Beardmore. Gibbs. And the sixth tackle. Not very often have we gone to the sixth tackle in this match. We've either had scoring points or charge downs like that, or drop passes. Beardmore to Plange. Very strong, very athletic, this David Plange. Ketteridge. Beardmore to brother Kevin. Back to brother Bob. Keith England, it's still going. Gibbs. Well, Ron Gibbs lost his scrum cap there in that attempted tackle by Colin Maskell. John Joyner.
Yes, Gibbs coming across, and up goes Maskell. A bit lucky not to get penalised there, because if you go above the head, it's a penalty.
We seem to be getting a sort of a pack duel developing at the moment, don't we, Peter?
Yes, I think that Leeds are poised to break away and get some points, Ray, if they keep moving this ball, because Castleford are finding it very difficult to make breaks against them.
Heron. Gibson. No way through from Gibson, yes, and an incident there spotted by Mr. Jackson. Obviously something in the tackle there from David Bands, and I think Ron Gibbs is telling him, look, we've tried hard, we've worked hard, and you're going to set us back 30-40 yards with this penalty. Don't blame me, says David Blands. So Gary Schofield to put to touch, and hopefully the Leeds put the pressure on Castleford, and they do. Ashton. Ashton again, Maskell. A little bit too much elaboration, I think, Peter, in midfield from Leeds at the moment. They were more effective when that ball was being moved out wide.
Yes, they're spreading the ball a little bit and trying to get direct passing that you mentioned in the first half, Ray. And I think with a little bit more security, and if the pass finds the man, then I think they're going to be very, very dangerous.
And of course, Leeds still in the lead, 12 points to 6. Medley. Oh, is he in touch? Yes, he is. Unfortunate there to be swung over just his feet going on the touchline.
As Paul starts coming round the outside here, a good tackle there by Boothroyd, and as he turns over, you'll see his foot come on to the touchline side, but it's very debatable. It just slides there. Well, you can see as good as us.
Bob Beardmore looking to get away quickly with that ball for Cass. Problems there, Hugh Waddell. He must be giving a penalty against Colin Maskell. He's almost lying on the floor. I think Bob Beardmore or Kevin Beardmore would have needed a grappling iron on the end of his foot to get that ball. England. Ward again. This is 3 forward drives. Gaining position, keeping possession, but not really producing the points, Peter.
No, the support play isn't quite there, Ray, with Castleford. They're not getting any men onto the end of these rushes.
That's good. Kevin Beardmore, that's a good pass. Oh, but just couldn't take the ball. Gary Belcher, a yard away. And Roy Powell did well. Heron.
And here, Beardmore, Kevin Beardmore making a break. And this time he has got support. And can he get it to Belcher? Belcher in one hand, but a good tackle there from behind. And Belcher loses the ball as David Stevenson tackles him.
Waddell. And again, Hugh Waddell, this powerful squat number 10, he likes the rough and tumble. Oh, that's a dangerous pass to Powell. Castleford ball. Leeds putting in one or two risky passes here. And no need for it really. Leeds 12 points to 6 in the lead. Keith England. Ketteridge. Anderson. 15 minutes gone in this second half. The Castleford side looking to get this 6-point deficit back. Belcher. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass, well timed. And all Giles Boothroyd had to do was to put the ball down. Superb intervention there by the Australian fullback.
A good pass out here by Beamo to Belcher, who has a great deal of things to do yet. He gets a beautiful pass out to Boothroyd, who goes between Schofield and Ettinghausen for a try that Castleford really needed, Ray.
Not the easiest of kicks for Ketteridge. Just got the one kick in the first half. Been in good goal-kicking form. 47 goals now this season. But one of those awkward kicks, he's got to flight it round. Does he? Yes, he does. And might well those Castleford supporters leap in the air. So Castleford back in this game. We said it would be tight. 12 points each. So Leeds pegged back once again, looking to be dictating the game, dominating the game, and suddenly Castleford back in the game. And Leeds coach Mal really making a tactical switch, I think. Gary Price, the ex-York forward, coming on for Paul Medley. That was tricky. Plunge. England. This isn't the usual style of play we expect from Castleford, is it, Peter? A tremendous amount of sort of forward driving from them.
There is, but since Joyner's moved to loose forward, they play a tight formation and they rely on the support play, Ray, which has come off in his last few minutes to pull them level.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, it's effective. Spencer. And Leeds not really mounted any attacks in this half. Waddell. Ashton. Maskell. Oh, that's a good ball. Stevenson. Powell. And the sixth tackle coming up. Is it worth a good old-fashioned up and under here from Ashton? No. Heron. Oh, no support. Yes, there is. Ray Ashton, he's got one man to beat. Has he kicked a little too early? Good recovery by Belcher. Punched it over the line. I think Ray Ashton possibly could have taken that ball a little bit further to the line.
And where we're expecting Leeds to kick here, David Durham decides to go straight. He looks to have nobody there, but Ashton comes on the burst. A kick over, and it's a race for the line after this kick. And Belcher just got the edge on him here. Ashton can't get in front of him, or there might have been a surprise try for Leeds there on the sixth tackle.
But Leeds should get possession here, the dropouts, under the post, to Roy Powell. And this is the first sustained pressure we've had from Leeds in this second half. Stevenson. Waddell. Unfortunate there for Leeds. Ray Ashton shaking his head, just questioning decision, but phlegmatically accepting it. 20 minutes to go, 12 points each, and I think the significant factor is Castleford edging ahead in these scrums. 7 scrums to 3 now. We mentioned the work of Kevin Beardmore earlier on, not only in the loose, but especially in the scrums. England. I don't think I've seen as many one-man drives from a Castleford side for years, Peter.
Well, they tend to be playing this style of football, Ray. As I say, keeping it tight and then slinging it on the third or fourth play the ball, getting the backs on him. But I think today, Cliff Lyons has tied up Anderson at stand-up half, and that's been slightly the difference. Castleford's line haven't been moving freely.
Kevin Ward. And I think there is a big prop who hasn't been moving freely all afternoon with that leg problem, but here are Castleford moving freely. We've got an overlap here. No. Ettingshausen well read the situation. What a knock on. Keith England complaining and I think trying to call the referee, Mr. Simpson. The ball was plucked out of Giles Boothroyd's grab, but he's not getting away with it.
I think he's a little bit unlucky here, though, because as we see, the ball is pulled from him, Ray, as it's twisted. Here he goes, and Ettinghausen pulls. Here he pulls, and it's debatable.
Schofield. Spencer. Leeds just not finding the gaps, though, as they did in the first half. Crooks. Oh, that's it. Oh, but that was a superb pass from Lee Crooks, but unfortunately the substitute there, Gary Price, ran without the ball. His hands were down. He couldn't take the ball. Or else he would have been in the clear. Leeds, winners of this trophy twice, beating Salford in 72-73 and Widnes 83-84. And runners-up, of course, last season. Oh, that was difficult, but it's put a spot in for Belcher. David Stevenson almost had that ball.
He did, and that's what Cass taking a risk, and they don't have to do, because Krasov comes strong this last few minutes.
John Joyner, good run from Joyner. He's got Beardmore with him. He's there. There he is, Kevin Beardmore. Typical try from that Great Britain hooker. He follows every player on the field that makes the break. There he was alongside him. And joy and delight on those Castleford fans.
And here we see the magic of John Joyner. He steps inside, moves through and runs round standing Leeds players. I thought he turned inside away from support to Kevin Beardmore, who had backed up brilliantly. He had 2 men on his left, but he made the right choice because Kevin's over the try line.
And these 2 points here from Ketteridge, absolutely vital. He needs the 6-point gap to make Leeds score twice. And a problem behind the goals. The referee, Mr. Simpson, I think, just having a word with one or two of the Castleford supporters. I think throwing one or two coins on the pitch. But Ketteridge taking his time over this kick. Just 13, 14 yards out. Been accurate so far with his previous two. Taking his time. Well, he struck it low. It was just over that crossbar, but it's 2 points. It's 18 points to 12 to Castleford, and 15 minutes left.
A solo try here, or it looked Joyner, the veteran playing of Castleford, shows speed here to get past standing lead defenders. A beautiful pass to a supporting player, Kevin Beatmore.
And Dean Sampson, a youngster, coming on for Kevin Ward. I think it was obvious that Ward was in difficulties with that leg. But a good youngster this, Dean Sampson. Dean Sampson. Again, another one of the Stanley Rangers amateur club from the same stable as Kevin Ward. They seem to produce prop forwards. Good dummy from Beardmore. Could be candidates for the man of the match, I think, these two Beardmore brothers. Spencer. Gibson. One or two of this Leeds pack now, not following the ball carrier. Oh, that was a good kick. Perfect bounce, whether luck or good judgment. Cliff Lyons gained 45 yards there. And I think Leeds need kicks like that, Morris, because they're not making the breaks now, are they?
They do, Ray, because it looks now as though one or two of the Leeds forwards are walking to the scrum. Roy Powell took a heck of a long time there to get to that scrum, but now we might see, with the ball going into this scrum, and who gets the ball in this last few minutes are going to win this game.
I think significant there, Colin Maskell, a foot-up decision. Kevin Beardmore, the Castleford hooker, is certainly well ahead on the scrums, 10-5.
Well, that point is highlighted by good kicking, but the opposition get the head and ball race, or the favourites to get the ball. And Maskell, striving very hard to get this ball, gives a penalty away.
Just 12 minutes left. Castleford playing very, very safe rugby now. Keeping it short, keeping it tight. Rarely going past two or three players. Sampson. But Leeds are not making the gaps on the outside as they were in the first half. Ashton, Price. Waddell. There's a different mood, I think, in this Castleford pack. They're tackling. Well, he's given a penalty against Hugh Waddell for not playing the ball behind him. It is in the laws that you can't play the ball yourself, but you can play the ball yourself when nobody's marking. And I would dispute that, Peter. The man marking was actually lying on the floor.
He was lying on the floor, so again, it's another interpretation of the rule, Ray.
Ketteridge. England. Gibbs, Castleford playing with this sensible, solid routine, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them going for a drop goal, but Gibbs, has he fallen on the ball and winded himself, I think. And the referee instructing that we play on. The attempt at the drop, Belcher, it's there, and that's a vital drop goal from Gary Belcher. It was well played, it was well struck, and it gives Castleford that vital 7 points lead. Leeds 12, Castleford 19, and Leeds, if they're going to come back, they've got to score twice. And the question will be, will they have the time?
A ball thrown back there to Belcher that puts the boot behind this ball, and it almost clears the upright.
Substitutes, Paul Medley coming on the field, and Mark Brook-Cowden and Gary Price and Lee Crooks going off. So a last desperate gamble by coach Mal Reilly. The 7-point gap there showing the value of a drop goal. 9 minutes left. Castleford looking to be going into the draw for the second round on Monday morning. Stevenson.
This is what we were saying, Ray, before the match started, that Castleford's defence has improved tremendously, and now in this tight situation they're attacking and keeping Leeds fully at bay.
Yes, Leeds has suddenly been clamped down here into midfield. They're looking to get the ball out wide, but notice, Peter, they're having to turn it back inside all the time.
They are, because the Castleford line is across the field and very secure.
Heron. Maskell. And the sixth tackle coming up, Schofield. Well, he's a judge that Cliff Lyons is offside. When the ball is kicked through in rugby league, the attacking players must keep 5 yards off the man receiving the ball until he moves. Referee Mr. Simpson are judging there that Lyons didn't keep that statutory 5-yard distance. So 7 points in the lead and 7 minutes to go for Castleford. Ketteridge. Oh, good tackle. Good cover tackle there. Copybook stuff from the lead standoff. Covering across to Mark Brook-Cowden. First touch of the ball. This ex-New Zealand rugby union player. Ashton to Powell, but Powell significantly got no one else with him. Simpson. Leeds. Well, how many times have we seen Andrew Ettingshausen drop this ball this afternoon?
He certainly hasn't been in the run of play at all, Ray. He's never got into the game, he's never got in field looking for the ball. And on that occasion, he's been so starved of the ball that no doubt he dropped the ball because he hasn't had much practice this afternoon.
I must confess, I wonder whether he's better in the centre where he plays in Australia.
I prefer him at full-back myself because he's got room to look, Ray, but he's certainly been more effective in the centre than on the wing. He's wasted on the wing.
And an off-the-ball incident. Coming away from the scrum, Mr. Simpson spotted David Heron.
Yes, Anderson comes inside Bademore and Heron's waiting for him, and a high tackle without the ball. Definitely no intention. He can't do that, he's not allowed. So sin bin.
Gary Schofield upset by it, but the law is that any tackle above the shoulders now is illegal, whether intentional or accidental. David Heron sent to the sin bin, and of course with only a few minutes left in the match, I don't think we'll see him again. So Kettridge, he'll want to take his time here. Just 4 minutes left in this match. He'll be wanting to waste 60 seconds here. And of course, he'll be wanting the 2 points. 19 points to 12 for Castleford. It's a good high kick. He's got the height and he's got the accuracy. 2 points, and that surely must be the end of Leeds. 21 points to 12, and it looks to be as if Castleford are on the way to avenging that Yorkshire Cup final defeat earlier in the season.
Yes, Castleford comfortably through. That was the final scoreline as well.